Remember how every Thursday we do famous artists, right? So let's go over our artists before I tell you which artists we're going to do today. Who remembers? Who is this one? Good job, Jackson Pollock. And how did he do his art? Drip, drip, or splatter? Good job. Then we did Piet Mondrian. Who remembers? What did he use? 3 what? Good job. Primary colors. Blue, red, and yellow. All the colors in the world come from these 3 colors. Piet Mondrian. Good job. The next artist was what? Pointillism by George Seurat. Good job, George Seurat. Good job. Then we did Georgia O'Keeffe. Some of you did this. Some of you did this. Georgia O'Keeffe. And she liked to do what? Large flowers. Good job. Then we did Helen Frankenthaler. Good job. Bleeding tissue paper art. That's right, bleeding tissue paper art. The next one is Marc Chagall. Good job. Stained glass windows. Do you remember how you colored your stained glass windows? Believe it or not, in Jerusalem, a very famous hospital called Hadassah Hospital, they have windows that are made by Marc Chagall. Morah Lora is going to show you also the needlepoint windows that I made so you could see. Do you remember how Morah Lora said about the stained glass window? Look at all the stained glass window Morah Lora made in needlepoint by Marc Chagall. Look at Morah Lora's stained glass window by Marc Chagall. See? The next one we did is Charles Demuth, painted numbers. Painted numbers. Good job. Then we did Maurice Pendergast, tissue paper overlay. Tissue paper on top of tissue paper on top of tissue paper, right? Maurice Pendergast. Then we did Winslow Homer. Good job. Large versus small. Good job. Then we did Henry Matisse. Henry Matisse did cut paper patterns. Red, white, red, white. Is that a pattern? Yes. Gold, green, gold, green, gold, green, right? Gold, green, gold, green. Is that a pattern? Yes. White, red, white, red. So he made cut paper patterns. Good job. Then we did Hidden Message by You. Look, Morah Lora got a hidden message. I painted and I painted and I painted, and then a message appeared, and it's my name. Then we did Edward Hicks, Peaceable Kingdoms, where all the animals and people live together, right? Peacefully. Peaceable Kingdoms by Edward Hicks. Then we did Pastel Colors Ballerinas by Edward Degas. Some of you chose this. Some of you chose this. Pastel Colors Ballerinas, Edward Degas. Then we did Sunflowers, Yellow Painted Sunflowers by Vincent van Gogh. Good job, Vincent van Gogh. Look, I have 2 different ones, you see? Morah Lora made 2 samples. Then we did an Israeli artist, Menashe Karishman, and he liked to paint what? Sheep. Good job. Polka dot sheep, striped sheep, all kinds of sheep, right? Then we did Andy Warhol, pop art. Then we did Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci. What is special about the Mona Lisa? Her, what? Eyes, that's right. They follow you wherever you go. Look, they follow you wherever you go, right? You see of the Mona Lisa Morah Lora made in needlepoint? Do you remember what I said is special about her? Her eyes. There is a painting like this in France at the museum called the Louvre. Then we did Norman Rockwell, an American painter that painted things that happened every day, right? A little boy wanted to dress up as a cowboy. Does that happen? Yes. Do you remember the painting that Morah Lora's son has in his bathroom? A little boy getting a shot in where? His tushy. Remember Morah Lora told you that there is a painting in my son's bathroom of Norman Rockwell? This is the painting. Look. Isn't that silly, Banzik? The little boy is waiting for his shot from the doctor. That's a Norman Rockwell. Things that happen every day. Then we did Claude Monet. Lily flowers, right? Water lilies. Water lilies on a pond. Then we did Paul Cézanne. Baskets of apples. That's what he liked to paint. Baskets of apples. Last week we did Vasily Kandinsky. Circles. Vasily Kandinsky loved to paint circles. Swirly circles, all kinds of circles, circles on top of small circles on top of large circles, all kinds of circles. That's what Vasily Kandinsky loved. Today, we're going to do a Mexican artist called Frida Kahlo. Frida Kahlo painted a self-portrait of herself with bright, bright colors. I'm going to send you samples, and you can either choose this one to paint or this one to paint. She made a portrait of herself. And you can make a portrait of Frida Kahlo, either this one or this one. I'll send you several and you can choose. So remember, be good artist. I know you're a very good artist. And take your time. Do not rush. I know you can do a beautiful job. You can either paint it with watercolors. You can do it with markers, with crayons, with dot paint, whatever you want. It's your artwork. Happy arting. Enjoy your art. I love you.